Hello and welcome back to Jenna Gets Creative. Today's video, ScrawlrBox. This is the April ScrawlrBox. I know, I'm putting this video out on the 28th of May. I'm filming this on the 14th? 15th? I don't know if midnight has passed yet, of May, and this was just in my mailbox today, on the 14th. April ScrawlrBox got mailed out around the 17th of April. It's international to me. I live on an island. What you gonna do? I know you've probably already seen at least 3 other YouTube artists do this. I seem to be the last one to get it. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and do this. The featured artist in this month's box is Kiki B. You can pause when I show it to get her Instagram information and read her little blurb. Her print is this cool little calligraphy thing with a whole bunch of fancy swirls everywhere, and it says, "If you're not learning every day, then you're not living every day." That's a really cool motto. I'm looking forward to being done recording this so I can put the print up on my wall in my art room. I'm going to read the card to you now. At the top, under the April box, it says, "This month we want you to think about an inspirational quote, something that motivates you to create something or be a better person. It can be a famous quotation, something your grandma always said, or something you created yourself. Use the supplies in this box to either write out the quote in beautiful brush lettering, like our featured artist, or draw something to effectively communicate the essence of the phrase. Scrawler tip: the Ecoline pens are water-based and can be blended with water. Try to create color gradients and experiment with different color combinations." So, they did send us a 5-pack of Royal Talens Ecoline brush pens. The Ecoline brush pen uses a fantastic transparent liquid watercolor ink. The ink has a shorter drying time than other watercolors and is beautifully vivid. The bright ink lends itself to blending and mixing extremely well. Simply add water to the color to mix and blend. The pens use a large Faber brush nib, which is soft and flexible, perfect for achieving a variety of line widths and effects. These nibs also keep their shape very well. The ink is water-based and not very lightfast, so Ecoline advise keeping your finished work protected in a portfolio for better color retention. The suggested retail price in British pound sterling is $12.95 for the pack. And of course, I will have the price converted to USD and Canadian dollars in the description box down below. Next up, Uni PIN Drawing Pen Dark and Light Gray. The Uni PIN Fine Line Drawing Pen features waterproof and fadeproof pigment ink, ideal for all types of art and design, including sketching and technical drawing. The black ink pens are the most popular, but Uni have recently expanded their range to include more colors. We have included the light and dark gray pens, so you can experiment with how these colors and different line widths can add something a little more subtle to your work than the standard black. So we got a 0.1 and a 0.5. The dark gray is 0.1 and the light gray is 0.5. I do have the full size range in black from Uni PIN, and I do like them. The suggested retail price, again in British pound sterling, is $2.43 each per pen. They also gave us a Viking Element 1 Graphite pencil, a new modern classic from Viking, made in Denmark. The Viking Element 1 pencil has a beautifully simple matte black barrel with silver metallic text printed on the classic hexagonal-shaped barrel. The graphite core is a very smooth HB lead, providing a great all-around pencil for drawing and writing. Suggested retail price in pounds is £1. It's a very nice looking pencil. I keep on accidentally picking it up when I'm trying to find my Faber Castell water soluble pencil. It looks almost exactly the same. And we also got a Faber Castell Kneadable Artist Eraser. Kneadable art erasers are the perfect choice for correcting pencil, charcoal, or pastel work.
They are super soft and easily kneadable. The eraser is very absorbent and picks up graphite easily from the paper while leaving no residue behind. Suggested retail price £1.49. This one comes in white, and it's very, very sticky compared to some other kneadable erasers I've used. It reminds me of poster putty or blue tack or sticky tack, whatever you want to call it. They did not give us any information on the paper, provided it feels like just your basic cartridge paper. The challenge is words of wisdom.
What? Ah! I was so excited to get these because I love watercolor markers, like proper watercolor paint markers, and I've known about Ecoline for so long, and I was considering getting Ecoline liquid watercolors when I got my P.H. Martin India inks, and yeah. What you just saw me fail at doing was attempt number like 5 or 6 at actually doing this Scrawler challenge, and these are not working for me. So yeah, originally I was going to do a dancer and have the quote, "Life's not about waiting for the storm to pass, it's learning to dance in the rain," because that's just, yeah, I love that quote. So I want to do it. I really like the sketch I'm working from. It's referencing an Instagram photo of Robbie Downey, and I do have her permission to use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off this video using something else to do that picture, the picture that represents that quote to me, and we'll get back to whatever I was just saying in the voiceover. Okay.
So if I got that bonus video I was teasing out over the weekend before this is going live, then you've already seen me doing this watercolor technique. If I didn't, or if you missed that video, this will be the first time you're seeing it. I am also going to put out at least one more in the very near future doing this technique. Recently, Monique Renee, who I also watch here on YouTube, did a watercolor tutorial called Let's Make a Watercolor Painting, or something along those lines, where she did this, where she put down just a splattered cloud of mixed watercolor colors, and then drew a portrait within the confines of that, and colored the portrait using the colors that were already there, not really going for realistic colors, and I really liked that, so that's what I did for the piece you hopefully saw on the weekend. That's what I'm doing for this one. That's what I will be doing for a tiger portrait very soon. And yeah, I'm playing with my new Winsor Newton Cotman Traveler palette. I really like it so far. This is on B Paper Company 100% rag cotton cold press watercolor paper. That is my go-to when I want really good cold press watercolor paper. So as I mentioned, this is based on a photo off of Robbie Downey's Instagram account. She is an up-and-coming ballet dancer. She has a YouTube account as well. I've been watching her for years. Her YouTube channel is My Dance TV. And like I said, I've been watching her for years. She's a great dancer. I really hope that she gets into the company of her choice when she's ready for that, which should be pretty soon. She's getting up there in the teenage years. That's about when you start looking. I found her along with several other ballerinas, ballet dancers I watch and read when I was doing ballet recreationally, and it was really inspiring. And yeah, she's the one that I continued to watch all the way through from then till now, Most of the others I dropped off a bit after I moved out here to Newfoundland back in 2012, and I didn't have the time or the resources or even know where a studio was to go and continue recreationally dancing. But recently I've got back into watching the dancers I like on YouTube, and she's always been one of them. I follow her on Instagram as well, and her sister, and they're gorgeous dancers. So thank you again, Robbie, for letting me reference your photo. Paint it. It's gorgeous. And sorry everybody if you can hear noise in the background. My kitties are being extra needy. Yes, you are. Hi, Camo. You might be able to hear her purring. Anyway. So yeah, I have seen other people do this ScrawlrBox with these supplies, the Ecoline brush pens, and they pulled out great things, but I don't know, maybe my markers are duds, but I found that if I was using them on any sort of regular paper, they were just way too pale. They were eating up the paper like crazy because they're water-based, and I don't know, like, I like Winsor Newton watercolor markers, and that's a similar type of nib, and I love the watercolor brush pens that are just like a water brush pen, but filled with a watercolor liquid or an ink, but these just, they're not working for me. I also, as you saw, I tried to draw the dancer on tracing paper, because I thought it might be a really cool effect with the translucency of the watercolor ink to do it on that, and then try to do the quote behind it. But, of course, I forgot about the fact that tracing paper does not take kindly to getting wet. So that idea went out the window. And then I got real frustrated, and the last attempt you saw me doing before I interrupted myself was just a last-ditch effort to do something along the lines of an inspirational quote, and I was going to do "You do you," and I was going to make splotchy patterns on it, and I brushed my hand across to get a cat hair off it, and I smudged it. You can't really see on camera that it's smudged, but in person it looked horrible, and I was done with it. Just so done with it. So, yeah. I tried. Here's my not at all using the box piece representing the quote that I immediately thought of when I read the challenge. Life's not about waiting for the storm to pass, it's learning to dance in the rain. So, that's what I wish for everybody. Just however you want to say that quote, it's a variation on "If life gives you lemons, make lemonade." I'll see you on Thursday, guys.